Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. No, I am an asshole. And they're like, what?
Is that what I'm going to title this episode? Talking, singing through assholes?
I mean, I have a big studio because I got scammed. Hi.
Listen, scamming has never looked this fucking good though, Charlotte.
Da, 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 da. I call you. Da, 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 da. I can't believe I fucking remember that. I'm a genius. Opera singers don't breathe the way the rest of us singers do. And I'm going, what, through my asshole? But your asshole is involved to a certain extent if you do any kind of pelvic floor work with your voice. I've left Bethlehem and I feel free. I've left the girl I was supposed to be. So hi!
I don't want people to come on here who want to shut the fuck up.
I'm a Christian that cusses and loves gay people. I don't know what's so wrong with that.
Welcome to UNSHUT, a place where if at any point you feel like you need to shut the fuck up, don't. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm just getting set up. I am so sorry. I do have a session after this, and I had no idea.
Oh
And it's a
no.
one. So I'm going to give you a very good half hour. Are my annoying teenagers too loud? Because I will tell them to shut up.
No, they're good. I can't hear them.
Okay, good. Supposed to be soundproof. It's my night with my kids. I get my ex and I split them 50-50. I usually have them more. I was supposed to not have them this week, and they ended up coming just because I'm the mom and I can't say no.
Listen, I'm just so impressed with the fact that I've watched some of your videos and you're not like a psycho stage mom. Like, I don't know how someone as successful as you is not like a psycho freak when it comes to their kids and their talents. So I just think that's impressive enough.
You know what? It's their dad does it, not to the extent that I do. He's more, oh, I have to let my management know I'm on the podcast being recorded. Okay, hopefully they will not bug me anymore. They didn't read that part of the email. I'm just thrilled to be asked and do this. And if you're up for it, we could do another one later when the book is done.
I cannot wait. When will that be done?
The book is done. I wrote a vocal method book. I don't know how much. Well, you're the one. This is your interview. I don't want to take it over. I talk all day long and sing all day long. So you tell me what you want to know. I'll do anything. If you want me to play, if you want me to talk, I'm yours.
Listen, well, the first thing I wanted to do with you, because I could not start this interview without asking you this first. If I said this to you, I'm about to quote you, but I'm just curious to know if you even remember this. Hi, I'm Charlotte Martin, and you're watching Guest List.
I remember. Why do I remember that?
Because let
Why
me
do I
tell
remember
you, you are such a
that?
badass, and I'll have to send a clip to you, but it is the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. And this was like 16, 17 years ago. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a Michael Jackson video where he's like, I love going on tour, but he's being so sarcastic. Anyway, this video of
He is
you,
sarcastic.
you were saying, Hi, I'm Charlotte Martin, and you're watching, but then you almost paused, and it's almost like someone told you, Can you smile? And you literally gave them and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh God. I mean, back then, and I still do. I try to do everything that comes on my plate. It's hard. Sometimes I have to say no because it's just right now the studio schedule and my school schedule. And I feel like I have four jobs. I kind of do. But if I'm not funny, I mean, my music is just dark enough. It's so dark. Like this new album, one of the songs is called Dark Road. Some of the music is so incredibly depressing and huge, but just if I don't have a little comic relief and I take myself, if I took myself seriously, I'd be 6 feet under. Really. Because that's the kind of stuff I've been writing about. Trauma and loss. So many people lost. I just write about my life. And I'm grateful for all the success that I have had up to this point, but I have earned it. I have earned it. I have put in, there's that book, the Malcolm Gladwell, The Tipping Point, link. One of where you put if I started playing piano at 3 and performing in front of audiences at 4 and I'm in my late 40s, that is a lot of hours. And then you add the 3,000 shows and all the stuff. It's just so many hours. So I've definitely turned myself, if I wasn't already, into a savant, and I can barely do anything except music now. can play and I can write. And if I can't, at least I know how to get there. And I'm obsessed with helping other people get there. Some of them are through what I do. I mean, it's kind of amazing. People pay me to write songs all day.
I mean, could it be that that is why you don't look your age though? Because I mean, here you are over 20 years in, right? And you do not look your age at all.
I'll take it. Filters are nice. Lighting is good. Lighting is amazing. Lighting is amazing. Well, I'm divorced. So, I mean, doesn't that do it? Like you get divorced and you're like, whoa, everything's happy. And well, not, but sometimes it is. What did I say to someone on Monday? It's divorce season. Everybody smile. You're about to look younger and lose half your wallet, but you know what? You'll look younger. You will look younger.
There's the secret to
Yeah.
youth, everyone.
Honestly, even though it's hard and the kind of work I do, I mean, I didn't really have my first drinking experience till I got my first big record deal. So that tells you right there what that's like. But up until that point, my health, my voice, I didn't party. I mean, opera, that's my training. So that's like the quarterback in the NFL. It's the hardest singing there is. And if you don't, I love it when people come in and they're like, my voice is so sketchy. How much sleep are you getting? Like, it's basic stuff that people don't even think about. And then as you get older, you don't, you're invincible in your 20s. You don't need it. You don't need it. So there was a good window in there. I was drinking on stage. I'm sure you were there. For the guest list, I'm sure that was one of those shows, and those were like hit or miss, and then you put me on in ears and I can't hear anything. But then after I had my son and I got sick and I got diagnosed, I think it says on Wikipedia that I had neuralgia, but I ended up getting a disease called from my son's epidural called adhesive spinal arachnoiditis, which is every bit as scary and horrible as it sounds. They compare it at its worst. I mean, it can kill you. It can put you in a wheelchair. It's inflammation in the meninges, the little membranes around your spinal cord that feed your sensory nervous system. So most people end up in a wheelchair. I mean, it just made it into the national, like, you can get disability for it now. But when I got diagnosed, I couldn't walk. I couldn't drive a car. I was in so much pain. They thought I had cancer. They thought I had brain tumor, multiple myeloma, MS. My life was over. I had a little baby and dancing on needles. I hadn't gotten diagnosed yet. I had not gotten, like, it's amazing that that video that Ken took of me when I was pregnant with Stella, they couldn't do any intense testing because I got pregnant with her in the middle of it because I thought it would make me better. So a doctor told me I
Wow.
had a crazy hormone imbalance from a steroid shot after I got sick because I was in so much pain I couldn't function. I couldn't sleep. I had to have care all the time. So in the last ditch attempt, I got a steroid shot and then it made it worse. And they're like, oh, we've never seen that. You're going to die. And then I had one doctor that said, I think it's your nervous system and your hormones, which are connected, which actually has my illness has helped me figure out my vocal method because it's been my life. And a lot of the stuff I do is very counterintuitive. I'll take the voice one way, the body another. Basic stuff you would think, but it actually makes a huge difference. Or like I call it the distraction reaction, where I never knew why my second opera coach had me hold my leg like this and sing Queen of the Night. Like, why am I doing that? Why am I why am I doing jumping jacks? I thought this was singing. So over the years, and then I had to do that to get better. So I am my neurologist. I finally got diagnosed, had Stella, so sick. Could not even take care of my kids on my own. And this after needles, I got like having her about killed me. It about killed me. And my neurologist said, well, exercise is going to be your way out. And obviously your music. So I just went for it. And slowly it took about 10 years. It's been 15 years since I got sick. It's awful. It's a neurological pain syndrome. What did I say to the doctor? This was so disheartening at its worst. I said, at least it's not MS. Because for some reason, I was very scared of that, not being able to play. And he goes, oh, what you have is just as bad or worse. So, and it can come back at any time and you could die. Okay. So then what are you going to do? Like other people would go on vacation, right? Rack up debt, enjoy their family. I'm working 70, 80 hours a week. I'm a single mom and I'm launching a vocal method and I'm releasing my 19th album of co-writes with students in 14 countries. That's what I'm doing.
And it's so wild because on here, and I actually deleted this question off of here, but I am actually dying inside because of your dark humor, right? Because on here, I had how I absolutely admire the fact that you're the perfect example of what it's like to take tragedy and turn it into something so beautiful, something that's created longevity for you. And so I was going to ask ask you, what is something that started off so beautifully that ended up in tragic? And I deleted that shit so quickly because I'm like, she's going to say divorce. She's going to say something about marriage and I can't ask it. So now that you beat me to the punch to it, I'm like, it is
Oh,
just
you
so
can ask it. And
hilarious.
by the way, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I mean, my divorce sucked. Ken is not fun to divorce. I won't say anything bad about him. I'm singer his Paramore, but and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for all the albums and the kids and the friendship and all that. But you start over at 40 sometimes. And I had to find myself. And I had to find myself in music. And it's been a hard road. I've made a lot of personal big mistakes. But one of my favorites was how I got my house. And I won't say any names because I can't, because I really don't want to get sued. But I was going to marry somebody later. And let's just say, in a nutshell, it started out beautiful and it ended up being a scam. And he stole all my money and then tried to sue me out of the house I'm in. And I fought for a year. So I had to buy my house twice.
Stop.
Apparently, I had money. Yeah. So I mean, that is one thing if you steal and leave somebody, but then you sue them to try to get them to sell the house because there's so much equity in it because of the market. That is some evil shit. That is some evil shit. And I will be releasing Worm, the musical, in the next 3 to 5 years. I wrote another musical with a student that's pretty funny called Normal Crazy. I don't know what it is about my relationships over the years. I mean, obviously my marriage was the big one, but I've had a lot of bummers around that. Like, just, I don't know if my picker was broken, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So you think I would learn because I had checks. Don't think I didn't have checks, but I don't know. Now I can let it go, and I forgave this person. I forgave this person. And I realized it was kind of a lesson that I've never really been up Schitt's Creek that bad.
What do you think
This
your
is
dating life will look like moving forward? Is that even something that's on your mind now, or are you just fucking done with it?
Oh, no, no, no. No. Otherwise, I don't think my music would, if I met him now, or if my Aunt Pluma met the love of her life at 82. Boyfriend was Noel. They were together 10 years and they died within, I think, the same month. And she never married. It was her boyfriend. She never met anybody that she was quote unquote into.
Have you ever written a song about her love story, her love life?
No, I
Oh
actually
God,
haven't.
here I am giving you more tasks to do. Fuck.
No, fuck, give me tasks to do. Give me tasks to do. Something else. You know what I do? I write songs for people on commission.
I love
I
that.
wish I charged, wouldn't have to work 7 days a week, but yeah. People will come to me, and that's actually one of the songs on the record was a commission. Oh God, beautiful. Just a friend for his best friend who was having a baby. She was having a baby, and they've been through so much shit together. And he sat with me for 2 hours, and we basically do what I call word treeing, where we did lyrics back and forth, and I got his ideas. And that's how I teach people to write too, because they don't know what they're doing. I mean, I'm just now putting together a structure on how to write songs, but still, I don't want to take away the mystery for people, because there's how to be a musician, how to be a rock star, how to look hot, how to do it in 3 steps. And that's not what I'm selling. I'm selling 100 fucking steps, because that's where I love it. If it's this instant, now everything else can be instant. That's great. Instant water, instant toilet, instant na. But this shit, it's in the learning and the actual doing of it where the transformation happens. I love playing live, but that's a different. And I started writing songs so I could play live because I'm a performer. That's where I started. Yeah, and all that stuff. I wonder what I would have. I don't know if I would have fit in with the voice or with. I mean, it would have been opera maybe as a kid. I would have been like Charlotte Church. Better. Sorry. When I was Charlotte Church. Not to offend any fans. I just didn't quite have the avenue. But I mean, Queen of the Night as a young teenager is pretty hard. And I did it the way I could. That's why I did pageants, because there was talent. I couldn't do anything else. And then I wondered, would I want to do anything else? So then, I wanted to be a teacher. My parents are both music teachers. My grandmother was a music teacher. It's just like kind of in our blood. And everybody knows this story. But if you don't know this story, I started writing songs in college. And by the end, my father, who was a music professor for 53 years, okay, I was going to go to Indiana University and get my master's and teach and try to get a PhD in opera, because I loved it. And I didn't like listening to it that much, but I love singing it and teaching it in the technical. I'm a very technical teacher. It's not like, oh my God, where's your Birkenstocks? I don't. Oh my gosh, let's get all the I'm gonna really piss people. I'm close to starting an internet fight with a voice teacher. I'm close because there's some opera singers don't breathe the way the rest of us singers do. And I'm going, what, through my asshole? But your asshole is involved to a certain extent if you do any kind of pelvic floor work with your voice. Yes. I mean, the very first session I booked was 6 years ago. And the first thing I said, I think, to the first student, so let me start by saying welcome and singing's in your butt. And I was joking, but I could just you gotta break the ice because it's very studying it. And I didn't start formally till I was 7, when the first independent voice teacher, who is my mother's best friend and my second mother, Jody Kinsler, moved to Charleston, Illinois. And she was studying with my future opera coach, who ended up teaching me. And that's all I knew. That's all you know. So when your father says, you have 100 bad songs, but I think you have a better shot being happy trying to make records and compose now than further opera, because it's not like I was driving around in my car singing opera all day long. I was listening to Tori Amos and Kate Bush and The Cure and Nine Inch Nails and Nirvana back then, and Alanis and the Paula Cole record, the first, the one, the second one, This Fire. I mean, I remember running and listening to how do I put this fire? I forgot the lyrics. It's the very first song on that album, This Fire. Tiger. Oh my God. I'm going to have to push my lesson 5 minutes because you're too much fun. She'll have to understand. Stand by. I'll tell her 8:35. It's all such a balance because then it pushes the next thing, which is my children. But you're awesome and we should do this again.
Yes, 1000%. We're going to call this our part 1.
Oh, this is part 1. There's so much going on. There's so much fucking shit going on here. And it's just, I've got help. I mean, I've got fans that are like stepping up now and just like doing shit because they're like, oh my God, Charlotte. I'm like, I know I'm trying to do some shit. Oh my God. Praise God. You're going to see just how special Charlotte is.
The most fucking special. I love it. I wouldn't change a thing about you.
Oh, bless you. You're the only one.
I mean, here's the thing. This is why this is called UNSHUT. I don't want people to come on here who want to shut the fuck up. That's what I want. So this is everything.
I'm working at it. It's good. Oh,
you're working it. You're good.
I just don't have anything to hide. I'm a Christian that cusses and loves gay people. I don't know what's so wrong with that.
You totally beat me to that because I recently watched an interview you were giving to one of your students, and I love that you were talking about that. I think his name was Tyler.
Yeah, like, Jesus, what are you talking? Like, everybody that's marginalized, that's what he is. He's the marginalized. Shut the fuck up. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. And I had to find it for myself because I grew up singing in churches. Paula Cole, this is going to be the most ADHD, hopefully fun. Cole, This Fire bullshit. What is it's this song. There's going to be an ad. You know you've made it when you don't have ads. I do have a 34 in my studio though, but I don't pay for ads, right? I got some expensive mics, so I pay for ads. Sing along. I pay
there
for
we
ads,
go.
but I got a 34 mic. Well, it's this. This is what blew my mind. The beginning of this.
Where do I put
dry
this
vocal.
fire?
Perfect. No tuning.
This bright red feeling.
You can hear it. It's totally
This
live.
tiger lily down
Not
my
edited.
mouth. He wants to grow to 20
She's really
feet
very quite incredible.
I've left Bethlehem and I feel free. I've left the girl I was supposed to be.
So high.
Someday I'll be born.
You have to be able to sing that shit. You can't do it through an app. But by the end, listen to this shit. It made me die. And then she howls. that, but it still sounds affected. Like I know Ariana Grande can sing like that. I don't know if she needs tuning, but like it's just real rare to get that kind of, even the songs, like just the way, there was something about the 90s. There
I
just
mean,
was.
you just did it, which is so fucking funny because there was a video you posted where you were showing how to not sound like a cat or something, and you were showing an example of what not to sound like. I watched it 5 times, Charlotte, and I was like, I'm still waiting for the bad note. You're giving an example of what not to sound like, but you still sound so fucking good.
Oh shit. Well, you can hear a difference. D. That's my favorite example. Or there's another one, and you just pick them up. You pick them up as you listen to people, and you're like, that sounds like shit. That's literally what's going through your mind. And then the immediate antidote. A lot of things that are fixing people lately are pretty basic things like volume. Your voice doesn't always sound good balls to the wall. In fact, I can probably guess it doesn't. And your balls to the wall should be 80%. Then from there, I probably sing on a mic 40%,
Wow.
sometimes 20. And I save the 75, the 60, 75s for like the end of veins and the beginning of veins. And then I get into a safer zone that sounds big, but it's not that, because that will kill you. And I heard some other dipshit voice teacher say, and I love voice teachers. I teach voice teachers. I've had so many voice teachers in here. I wish I would have had the book. I would have certified him and how to be an opera singer and a pop singer and have the same asshole that doesn't breathe.
Is that what I'm going to title this episode? Talking, singing through assholes?
One of my very first warm-ups when I was a college professor for the first time with only a bachelor's. It was like, the dipshit walking down the hall chewing gum, but I was there because I've done what I've done. Nobody there had actually done it, right? And sustained themselves. That's all I'm not Tori Amos, but I sure as shit I'm not, I've done it. I am an asshole. I am an asshole. Oh, you should have seen the looks I got. They're like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah. No, I am an asshole. And they're like, what? I do love the dirty, dirty boy. Dirty, dirty boy. It makes people so uncomfortable. Oh, God. Singing to me, especially if you're studying it, it's one of the cringiest fucking experiences you will ever go through because it is nerve-wracking to expose yourself, even for me. And I came out singing. Hearing myself outside of my inner ear is a lot different because I sing by feel now. That's what I'm training people to do, is sing by feel. Once all the muscle memory's there, like I know my body just does it. I don't even think about it anymore. Just I know what it's doing. I can instantly make my voice do anything. I sang through COVID laryngitis for a year, or I would have lost my house. I had no choice. I couldn't take it out. I couldn't talk. I did shows. It was fucked up. And I learned how to fucking sing through laryngitis for the first time in 40 years of singing. It's insane amounts of breath sipping. Insane. And what little bit of head voice I could factor out. So that's the thing. Like classical singers get a bad rap. Or classical voice teachers. They do. It's now dominated by, because that's what everybody wants to sing. Because people want it fast, they want to be famous, they want to be on TikTok, they think it's cool, they want to just try it and not have to put in 40 years. But I'm telling you, it's been the best, even the heartbreaking stuff, it's been the best ride because it's authentic.
Do you think that is what also gives you longevity though? Because you aren't trying to filter shit to basically become a mold of what everyone has said to do and how to do it.
People are still doing that. And like with this method book, I want to be taken seriously. Like I would love to get it published in universities. I know what I'm doing with that. I mean, there are some funny little things in it because Dr. Val, my student, who's got her PhD, and she's a fantastic singer. She's a professor now of speech pathology. Like she's just incredible. She's the science behind it just to have her name to back me up because I'm doing even like stuff that speech therapists use for voice rehabbing because I've rehabbed my own voice 3 times. I sang through laryngitis. The only thing I can't fix is a woman who has stopped having her period. After about a year of that, the voice drops. So it's not always that, I mean, I don't know. If you don't use your head voice, so that's why you're hearing Tori Amos, Bjork, Paula, no. Paula is singing all the shit in her keys. She's fucking trained. Who else is? Elizabeth Fraser from the Cocteau Twins. Who else was? It's basically if you don't use it, you lose it. And the first time I experienced it, it was like within the first year I was here, and I just gotten signed, and they had me with Carole King, and we wrote this song. I remember it. I'm a page if I put a brush to it. It's awful. I will call you. I can't believe I fucking remember that. I'm a genius. Just to tell you, I'm not afraid, and I will live. There's Beautiful Life for you, though. So I wrote that with her and Gary Burr. I will live. I remember it.
That is crazy.
I remember that.
Why
That
haven't you
is-
performed it yet? Why haven't you?
I lost the recording in a hard drive, so I don't even know if I have it.
Oh, we gotta
I
find
think
it.
if I have the lyrics, dun 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 dun. If I get the lyrics somehow, I could do it. So someone may have them, because there was a recording around at one time. I think on a Rarities, I put it out. But there's a lot of stuff like that. There's so much to talk about. We have to do a part 2.
So if your assistant's listening, please help her look for this shit. All right, we need the lyrics ASAP.
We got to send this to Jerry and Sarah immediately.
We will.
Like immediately, and then we got to get something else on the books.
Yes, so I will definitely, because listen, I still have so many questions for you. So let's commit right here on record, Charlotte. We're going to commit. This is part 1. We will be doing a part 2.
Oh, we're doing a part 2, and I'm going to invite you to the stage it. You're going to be put on the guest list. And then I'm going to also send you a recital link. You don't have to watch, but it is fun. On the 23rd, I'll just send you an email. I'll send you a Zoom link, and you can just be a part of it. It's fun. It's some people fly in. I mean, it's Zoomed, but we do it in here, and then I cater it. I mean, I have a big studio because I got scammed. Hi.
Listen, scamming has never looked this fucking good though, Charlotte. So let's go.
I'm affording it, but I'll get there. Hence the book and the record. So I'll even pass out stickers. I have no ego about it anymore. It's like, I'm good. That sucked. Let's do it.
And that's the way to
And so
fucking
people
do it.
just fucking do it. Like, I called Noah and I was like, can you just put me in the Huffington Post? Because you talked about, I really need to do it right now. And boom, it went viral just because I was honest about how hard this is. Hard. It's not for everybody. That's why I help people, because I had my ass handed to me 3 times in the music business, and I still managed to squeak in here and stay. I still get offers for things. Things still get fucked up. Almost 50, getting there. We're doing this. So I will, at the very least, talk to you on email this week, and let's get another one on the books, and I'll see you at Stage It. We'll
Too
do that.
easy. We'll do it. You're amazing. Can't wait to talk with you again.
Me too.
Part 2, I'm going to blow your fucking mind with some questions. So we'll have to set some good time apart.
Okay, we will. And I'll answer them. So there you go.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Charlotte. We will talk soon.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Hey, if you've made it this far, don't forget to follow the socials on the screen or in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you next week.